My name is EJ Ballesteros. I am a business owner for the Juice Golf Co., and I'm also the sales development team lead at Spacelift. My family and how we arrived here in the United States, I'm actually first born generation here. My mom was adopted from my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother had 9 kids, 8 of them were boys and only 1 girl. And so she told herself that she's gonna adopt her first granddaughter so that she can pretty much have 2 girls, 2 daughters. And so my great-grandma came here from the Philippines and also brought my mom because she was technically her daughter. And we started in Beacon Hill. Every other day we'd be at Seattle Supermarket. We lived off Brandon Street, 2 houses actually with 6 families. So I'm not sure if that's legal nowadays, but that's what we did. Yeah, so Beacon Hill, shout out to my boy Phil Ballesteros, who still lives here, holding it down for us. So what makes me Filipino, I believe, is not forgetting where my parents came from, specifically my dad. Growing up around money, which were my friends in school, you know, I'd always stop and look at myself and think, how come I don't have what they have? And it's super easy for a little kid to get jealous and kind of ask their current situation. There are times where I've asked my parents, like, how come I don't have this, and why they're not giving me the stuff that my friends are getting from their parents. And I quickly got humbled and from my dad, you know, just dropping everything he had in the Philippines for me to have a better life here in the United States. That's what makes me Filipino, and just recognizing my roots and recognizing where my parents came from, sacrificing everything they had for me to have a good life. It's important because, you know, you need to know the struggles or the challenges of what your family, your parents went through to get where you're at now. I got the pleasure to visit the Philippines every other year with my family. Spend about 2 weeks to a month there at a time. You know, honestly, like growing up here, I didn't really like the Philippines at first, but the last few times I went was when I started appreciating, you know, the culture. I don't like it because it was so hot, and now I need the sun now, you know? So, but embracing the culture, the hospitality, just where my family is, you know, coming from, and you know, where they live and the living conditions that they have, and what we have here. You know, we're grouchy because, you know, we didn't make it to McDonald's on time, where people back there, they don't even have money to even buy McDonald's. So very grateful to, you know, appreciate still the culture that they have in that family there. And people in the Philippines, our family in the Philippines, still embrace the culture and embrace just everyday simple living life, and they're very appreciative of that. So 3 Filipinos right off the bat I would love to meet is one, Manny Pacquiao. Why? I mean, he's such a superstar. He's brought so much for the community in the Philippines as a country and all over the world. I was reading one time this stat where anytime Manny Pacquiao fights, there is 0% crime that happens in the Philippines. I mean, that is pretty amazing. Talk about world peace, right? Second one is Bruno Mars. I mean, geez, come on. Bruno Mars is like phenomenal singer. I'm just like such an awe. Like, he's an amazing performer. I like to think I'm Bruno Mars in the shower. Third is my great grandpa, who was actually a chef for the White House. My great grandma's brother, who served for 4, maybe 5 presidents. So my great grandma created a scrapbook for her brother, head chef in the White House for multiple presidents, Eisenhower, Nixon. I believe I saw JFK in there, but yeah, that's pretty intense. Mabuhay Pilipinas!